Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Kiki and let's jump into today's projects. These are our supplies for our first project and that will be a beautiful realistic lemon topiary. For our topiary we're gonna start with the mop base. That's what you get when you take all of the strands off and some E6000, and we're gonna glue that dowel to our mop base. And now moving on to painting our fumbles, I'm using some burnt umber because if you want to create that realistic look on a topiary, you have to paint it brown so you won't see any green or white showing up. Paint that really well and let it dry. Now we're gonna stain the dowel using antique wax, and for that we're gonna paint it and not wipe it off or anything because those brush strokes are going to make it look like a tree trunk, something like that. And now we're gonna glue that mop base to our pot. We glue that and hold it down while we add the glass beads. We add some of those glass beads and then we cut 2 pieces of foam like that. And after we cut them, we're gonna add them to the sides so it makes the dowel a little bit more sturdy and it won't move around. That's the goal here. And now we're taking the foam sheet, the white foam sheet, and we're gonna mark down our pots just by pressing them down really nicely. And then we're gonna move on to cutting them using a box cutter or an X-Acto knife, but be careful because those tools are a little bit tricky to use. Yeah, I cut myself once. And after that, you just cut them completely because that's what's gonna cover all the mechanics of our topiary. Just press it down, push it really nicely, and then after you do that and it's secured, you're gonna paint it using the black paint because dirt is black, right? And you're gonna paint it completely. We don't want any white showing, so that's why I'm using that small brush to cover everything. So we paint it completely, and then after we paint it, we're gonna let it dry completely, and we're gonna take our foam ball and we're gonna add lots of hot glue to that dowel. And then push our foam ball down so it glues and it stays there. Now I'm gonna dry brush some burnt umber to our dirt to make it a little bit more realistic. And after that, we're gonna take those bushes of foliage from Walmart and we're gonna cut them, making our leaves a little bit rounder because I couldn't find round leaves at Walmart. So working with what we have, we're gonna make them work. After you cut all of them, we're gonna start assembling our topiaries. And for that, we're gonna need 2.5 of those bushes of leaves or foliage. And we're gonna start adding them like you see me here, like that, all around our topiary. Just like that, and continue adding them until you add all of your foliage, and that's how it's looking. Now we're gonna move on to the yellow lemon bushes. No, that's a pick. It's not too bushy. So we're gonna cut them and attach them or insert them to our foam ball. And just like that, we are inserting them to our foam ball, and we have a beautiful topiary that we are making, and it looks really realistic because topiaries or lemon trees don't have lemons everywhere. And now I'm adding those flowers because that means that we're gonna have more lemons in the future. And that's it, we have a beautiful lemon topiary. Look at that. This is part of the Summer DIY Daily with Heidi from Heidi Sonboul DIY, and she's spotlighting a new channel on the months of June and July. I just want to take this opportunity to thank her for letting me join her for this wonderful collab. And this is her channel, and in the description box down below you're gonna find a link for her channel, so you can go and check it out because she has wonderful ideas. I'm so in love with her channel and you will love it too. These are our supplies for our second DIY, and that will be a beautiful lemon themed tray. First, we're gonna take our tray and our handles and also some E6000, and we're gonna attach our handles to our tray. And for that, I'm just applying some E6000 on the ends of my handles, and I'm just gluing them to the sides of that cookie sheet. And that becomes a tray. And I'm adding a little bit more of that glue. And now I'm taking popsicle sticks and I'm gonna paint those popsicle sticks with that green, and I'm painting 6 green, 6 yellow, 6 white, and now I'm taking the yellow ones and I'm painting 6 of each color, and now I'm gonna paint my white ones. And after we paint those, we're gonna paint 6 more in antique wax. We're gonna let them dry completely, and when they are dry, we're gonna move on to assembling our tray. Now we let them dry, and now I'm gonna take my tray and I'm gonna paint it using that real blue that you see there. I'm gonna give it a good coat with that blue because on top of that I'm gonna use royal blue to cover everything, but the royal blue that I have needed a blue coat to start. So I'm gonna give it that coat and then I'm gonna move on to my royal blue. And we continue painting until we coat everything with the real blue. I'm not gonna paint the handles. We're gonna let those on the silver. And now I'm taking my poster board. And I'm gonna measure a piece of poster board that's the same width of my tray. And now I'm gonna start with our popsicle sticks and we're gonna cut them in an angle like that. And we're gonna cut all of them in an angle. That's a 22-degree angle. Yes, I got that one on my miter saw. And that's the center line of our poster board, and we're gonna attach them just following that line so everything is even. And like that, we're creating a pattern with our popsicle sticks, and we're gonna attach them by gluing them with our hot glue like that until we cover all of our poster board. And that remote that you saw there, it's because my son is watching his cartoons. And after that, we're gonna move on and cut everything up. So we have all of our popsicle sticks cut and fit for that. And after that, we're gonna move on to gluing all of our pattern. We are doing 1 green, 1 white, 1 of the antique wax, and 1 yellow. And then we're gonna move on to do the same pattern but on the other side, like the white and the yellow and the antique wax. And then we're gonna move on like that, and we're gonna cut the excess of our popsicle sticks when we glue all of them, and just cut them as close as you can to the poster board, and then using the excess just cover all the ends that you have left over and cut the excess like that. When you have it all done, we're gonna move on to glue it to our tray. And now we take that, and using some hot glue, we add lots of hot glue to that poster board with the popsicle sticks and add it, and that's it. And this is how it turned out. As you can see, we have our tray over here, and I styled it using some mugs, lemons, a cute sign, and sunflowers. And yes, actually they are sunflowers. And also I added my organic lemon garland. Yes, it's kind of weird, but it's organic. And let's move on to our topiaries. They are so cute. I have them styled in my kitchen and I love them. They are so cute. Look at that. Thank you for watching. And if you like modern farmhouse, boho decor, and also a little bit of woodworking and some lemons, consider hitting that subscribe button because you would love everything I create. And remember, if you like it, hit the thumbs up. If you love it, subscribe so you can keep on watching this type of videos. Take care. Bye-bye.